One time I got a pretty big box, but I think this beats it out. This video's in 4K, and it still isn't getting everything here. You might also notice that it says Amazon. And I was able to get all the Toku things you'll see today, not only through Amazon, but other Japanese sites. Thanks to the video's partnership with
JP Fans is a proxy service where you can buy affordable items from different markets such as Mercari and Yahoo Japan. You're able to get tons of Tokusatsu toys for cheap, plus a lot more. One of my favorite parts is where JP Fans sends picture updates from their warehouse when your package is ready. Though keep in mind, international shipping is expensive, and JP Fans offers help with those costs, including combining multiple items in one package, offering ECMS shipping, and of course, using my affiliate link to get a shipping coupon. Buy Toku toys today with JP Fans.
Okay, so despite the box's ginormous size, it's all because of one thing. I guess I became the kaiju this time. Omegahorn. Yeah, so this was the reason why the box was so big. I was not expecting it to be like this. I think it's about the size of like a complete selection modification Kamen Rider belt. Honestly, this thing is it's huge. It's bigger than a regular Kamen Rider belt. I was debating whether I should make a full-on review or unboxing, but I feel like there's one of the few times I actually have a Tokusatsu box in hand. I mean, I do buy things in box whenever I can, but brand new like this in the currently airing season, I think this was a neat treat that I really wanted to show you. If I saw this on toy shelves, it would pop out so much. I would probably like beg my dad to buy me at least one, which is going to be ironic considering my actual thoughts on this. So it's no surprise, a main reason why it's kind of hot in here. So of course, the main reason why the box is so big is because it's actually two things in one box. For one, it's the actual Omegahorn and the Kaiju. Of course, you get the Ergo Gear too. So here's the Omegahorn. Even though Toku toys are generally tiny for Japanese children, this is tinier than I thought it would be. You know, in the show, these are like the size of an actual megaphone, but this is... It is also kind of funny that the Kaiju is the thing that's taking up the most space. So this is Enkaku, the secondary protagonist of Omegahorn. It is indeed Enkaku, the secondary protagonist of Omegahorn. Of course, I'll have more in-depth thoughts once I actually make that Omegahorn video when it's over. But like, man, initially, I thought the designs of the Kaiju were like cool-ish. I just never thought I'd buy it. And actually having the toy myself, it's cool-ish. Like I said, I probably would beg my dad for like one of these things only because I was like super into Power Rangers and wanted to buy something related to the season when it was currently airing. And this would probably be that one thing along with the megaphone. And here's the gimmick for the season, the Egor Gear. Once I actually get to actually talking about them in like their own review, I'll be giving the vibes of this is fine, but I want to talk more about this. So another main thing I'm going to bring up in the review is that, wow, it's another 2-in-1 gimmick where you combine it with the big old thing of the year of the season. This seems more forced than the Goblin Infinity stuff. This is like it's trying too hard to combine the two different things, and it just does not come out looking that good. And I guess, yeah, I find the other kaiju combination forms even worse than this. I guess this is the most fine of the combinations, but once they get more into it, I start to like it even less. I guess it's a good thing I actually like Omegahorn enough to get more stuff from it. Oh wow, it's literally just this and bubble wrap and that's it. Wow, they didn't even put in batteries in this. Okay, right off the bat, I like this way more than the variant trigger. This actually looks like a transformation device. This is one of the most simple transformation devices we've ever had, and I think that's a good thing, especially when you want to compare it to Super Sentai. This is all you need. Thank you, Omegahorn. I love you too. This is all you need. A rectangle, 2 buttons, maybe even 1. It says a transformation call. That's enough for me. And on top of that, I think it looks pretty cool. Especially if you put it like on your chest like Shout does. I think this is pretty neat. Some of my favorite Sentai ever have like super basic changers, but this also reads the Emo Gear or the Egor Gear. This is also a promotion. Since I bought the toy early enough, it came with the Gavan Infinity Egor Gear, Emo Gear. A gear. Okay, this is an Emo Gear. You can tell because it has a little butt. But yes, it not only reads the Ego gear for the season of Omegahorn, but it also reads the MO gear from Goblin Infinity. And I think that's pretty neat. Again, not going to go super in depth right now, but I do generally like these. I like this way more than this. But you, mister, I'm going to have a lot to say about you. They say the biggest things come in small packages, and this is one of my favorite toys I've ever bought. This is going to sound funny considering, well, all of this, but I don't normally go out of my way to buy gimmicks for the belt. I'm honestly pretty fine with just a belt without a gimmick, which I know sounds kind of blasphemous, but I just want something to represent the show. So when I buy a gimmick, I want it because it means something. I love Kamen Rider Saber. I have a little Saber shrine on top of one of these here, and Wonder Almighty, I think, was the pinnacle and the peak of that story, and this means a lot to me personally. It meant a lot in Saber, and I want to do something pretty neat with this. Oh well, I guess I'll say it. I've been planning Legacy of Kamen Rider Saber for a long time. I've been writing it for a long time, and one thing I really wanted was one of these large books. One thing I really wanted was to have a lot of my friends and people I meet up with at Paramorphicon to sign a little piece of paper. I would digitize that and put it inside the book. I know it's a little cheesy, it's a little corny, but like I said, it means a lot to me. I really like this book. I also think it does look pretty, and I think it's very significant to Kamen Rider Saber as a whole, so that's why I really wanted this, and I'm really glad I have it. Also, the box is kind of funny because you have all the Saber riders in their suit, and then you have Runa, who's just like chilling in the corner. Funnily enough, in this order, we got a bunch of little boxes like this. Oh, wow. Okay, this was an interesting thing to pop out of that box. Once again, if I were a smarter man, I would have planned out the order of things I would show off here. So this is a Kamen Rider watch in the shape of the Ichigo Typhoon, his belt. Oh my gosh. I feel like this might be too small for me. Well, it fits barely, and I'm kind of a short guy, so it like barely fitting me. I don't think it would fit like anyone bigger than me. Pretty neat. Kind of don't like that it folds bad like that though. Ooh, pretty cool. It says Masked Rider on here. Since this was before Kamen Rider Decade, this is when they romanized the Kamen Rider into Masked Rider. So what makes this so special, and why I should have shown it later, is that this was actually a promotional toy for a Kamen Rider video game. And since I am planning on talking about those games, I did want to show off a little extra special something from them. Now, this is vintage. I love wearing watches. I don't normally wear them when I'm recording because it's so hot here. Man, this is a pretty cool watch. I'm sure some people would be like, "Wow, that's a cool watch, Marcosatsu." I don't know how I know your username, but we should be friends and talk about Kamen Rider. Oh, I was not expecting this to be wrapped. I hope it's not brand new. I really doubt it. This is Kamen Rider Climax Heroes, specifically the Decade version, and this is the one that started it all. Oh my gosh, it even has the manual and everything. So I tried to make sure that these games still had at least their manual in them. I kind of didn't mind that if it didn't come with a CD because I did want to play them through emulation, and I wanted to just show these off physically. But man, this is kind of surreal. I was not expecting this. I'm definitely gonna have to get like a PS3 compatible or a PlayStation 2 sometime, or borrow my friends. This is neat. Japanese newspaper wrapping. Wow, I kind of want to keep it just because it's from Japan. Hashtag thing Japan. Oh my gosh. This thing is tinier than I imagined. Ooh, I hope I didn't cut that myself. No, it looks like it's separate. A couple of unboxings ago, I said I had a wish list for Super Sentai changers that I've always wanted. I finally have it. The Aura Changer from Die Ranger. This feels kind of like cheap plastic, or at least as cheapish plastic as you can get from the 90s. But this was the DX release. This was the release alongside that you would see today next to like the Kamen Rider belts and stuff, if there was Kamen Rider at that time. A complete set of these together was really expensive, so I actually found two separate listings, and they were like $5 each. This is also a bit damaged around here, but I'm just happy I have it at all. This is one of my favorite Super Sentai shows, and I'm just being a huge nerd. Yet another PS2 game, Kamen Rider Fives. I got this specifically for Legacy of Kamen Rider Fives because I wanted to show off more of the Kamen Rider games that I should be talking about more often. It's just, well, for one, I don't have direct access to them, and I do like to play games on their original hardware as much as I can, or at the very least own something from that, and well, now I have the actual game, and it'll go into my Tokusatsu collection. Oh my gosh. Of course, as luck would have it, this is the next thing I hold. This is Lupin Ranger vs. Pad Ranger on the Nintendo Switch. Behold, Lupin Ranger vs. Pad Ranger on the Nintendo Switch. I don't want to sound mean. From the bits of gameplay I've seen, this seems exactly like shovelware. When I talk about Tokusatsu games, I don't know if this will get its own video. I would rather it not, so that we don't have to spend too much time on this. But wow, my wife's gonna love this. um, my favorite Tokusatsu character, Hatsune Miku. Oh, here we go. So when I went for this order, I mostly focused on, as you can tell, Tokusatsu video games. Unfortunately, a couple of those orders got canceled due to the personal reasons of the seller. So this was the actual next game I could get after the Decade one. I wanted to get all of them all the way to Kamen Rider Wizard. I do have it on the PSP at the very least, so I can show that. This is, of course, the sequel to everyone's favorite, Kamen Rider Climax Heroes. This is Kamen Rider Climax Heroes Kamen Rider Double. That's a mouthful, but that's also the title. I guess you can consider them kind of like the old Street Fighter games where the new game is just new characters for the year, and that's pretty much what they are. They had new characters. I think one time they had like a couple new stages. Okay, they're not like exactly one to one. The menus are different. And one of them also had a story which introduced the Dark Decade, which I think you guys would be very interested in. I forget which one that is. It might not be one of these. I think it's a later one, ironically enough. So, cool. More Kamen Rider games. Like I mentioned, this was a promotional toy for Seigi no Keifu, or Genealogy of Justice. This was meant as a semi-celebration of Kamen Rider, of course focusing on Agito, but also focus on the main Showa writers, Ichigo V3 and Black. What you might know about this, what most people know about this, is that this is basically Resident Evil Kamen Rider. I can't wait to talk about this. This is one of my most interesting and most wanted games ever, and now I have both things here. I still can't believe I'm holding this in my hand. And now the last box that I've actually been holding on to this whole time. So there are 4 of these, but I'm just going to open one for now to basically show you what they are. This is one entire stack of Kamen Rider Ganba Ride cards. They did not have a list. They did not really post too many pictures, so these are going to be just as a surprise to you as they are to me. It looks like there's a lot of Drive in here, a lot of Ghost, and I can't wait to go through the other three stacks I have here. So these I'm actually giving away at Paramorphicon. So every convention I go to, whether it's Paramorphicon, Japan World Heroes, or even like Comic Cons, I do bring like a backpack of stuff with like some little Kamen Rider gimmicks and stuff. And if anyone ever recognizes me and says hi, takes a picture or anything, I actually give them something. I give them gimmicks, or a couple of times I actually gave out like Garo DVDs. And now this time I'm going to give away these cards. But I guess since I have a whole stack, I'll do something extra special here. If you say hi to me, I'd be giving you a card regardless. If you mention that you saw this video, I'll give you another card of your choosing, because otherwise you're going to be random. Oh wow, weirdly enough, I already had a couple of these. Ooh, okay, I want to keep that Necrom one. Ooh, okay, I want to keep the Cowboy. Of course I want to keep the Cowboy. So these are actually the Gamba Rising cards. To me, I can't really tell so far. I know someone could probably take a glance and be like, oh, those are Gamba Rising. And I'd say, they're Gamba Ride cards. It's like the same series, right? Well, you know what? I am very curious on camera. Let's see what this stack is. I hope it's not the same ones. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's a pretty. Oh, these are sleeved. I guess that means these are extra special, right? Oh yeah, these are in foil. These are like super special, awesome ones. Okay, so not only was I going to give these away, but I actually wanted to talk about these in my other TCG video. I don't know anything about Gamba Ride or Gamba Rising or any of the Gamba card stuff. I just like the designs. You know they're cool. These look incredible. I really like these. I just wanted to show them off. Wow, that recording was almost 50 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll just make this quick. If you want Toku merch that'll be hard to find in the United States, like a lot of these Kamen Rider video games, I really doubt you'll find them that easily here. Then remember, you too can buy Toku toys through JP Fans using my affiliate link. Now, if you excuse me, me and Enkaku have a go multiverse to destroy. I want to go find whoever made this. Change it.